Hello, my beautiful people. Yes, another video. um, Starting out a little late today, but I definitely wanted to get out here and do some walking. Walking and talking, right? That's what we do. So, um, my day started out a little slow today. I was very tired from the weekend, but I got up, got myself together. Much later, I got up, I slept in today, which I needed it. And so slept in, did a little work, not a whole lot. It's a Monday. I usually try to change my ideals for Mondays. Some people be like, Monday is my chill day. Monday, is the day I don't do much because if your weekend is so full, you don't want to do too much on a Monday. But I try to have productive Mondays. Yes, so trying to get back into that, having productive Mondays. But yeah, today was good though. It was good. I had some thoughts today, of course. I don't know what I was thinking of. I was thinking about a movie that I had seen. And I'm quite sure you all are, I hope y'all can see me. You all are familiar with this particular movie. It's called Karate Kid. The one with, well, I like both of them. I like the very first one that came out. And then I like the newer one with Will and Jada's son. But the reason why I was thinking about that movie is because I started to think about changes. How do we adapt to changes? Life brings a lot of changes, and how should we adapt? How do we adapt? Do we adapt well, or do we kind of just don't deal with the changes at all? Can't function in the changes? Just kind of give up and throw in the towel. All right. So those that have seen Karate Kid, it's basically about a young man, probably like maybe 12 or 13 or something like that. Him and his mom lived in Detroit. His mom worked in Detroit, but she got a better job position, and so they had to move to, I believe, China. And this little boy, I'm just gonna kind of cut through everything. This young man, had a hard time am I saying it right, y'all? Had a hard time adapting to his new environment or his new life. It was nothing easy about it. China is way different than the United States. China is way different than Detroit, okay? So he had to deal with all of the culture, the different how they functioned, how they lived. I mean, it was just a whole different atmosphere altogether. So this little boy, he's like, okay, well, I don't have a choice. I'm with my mom, and so she has to go, so that means I have to go. So he gets to China, looking at everything that's foreign. He had to learn a new language, and he wasn't for it. This little boy was like, you can kick rocks with all of this, okay? So, he trying to make friends, he trying to be friendly and all of this. So he goes out and, met a young man. It was cool. He met him. He spoke English and everything. And a lot of them spoke English. So he out there, just trying to make more friends. He see a cute girl, young boy saw a cute girl, Chinese girl, and he noticed that she was looking at him. So, he started kind of like feeling himself and everything, and dancing and all that, right? And so then you had these other guys that was watching the interaction with him and the Chinese girl. And, they didn't like it. They probably felt threatened by him or whatever, but they just didn't like what they were seeing, So, the boys come over and start kind of bullying, talking junk to him and stuff like that, right? So he got the girl in front of him. So he's like, wait a minute, nah, I can't look bad in front of these girls. So one of the guys pushed him or did something, and he swung at him. Got his position, his fight position and fight and everything. But what he didn't know, that the boys that he was trying to fight was very skilled. Very skilled, okay? Skilled fighters. And so he did not have a winning chance. They hit him in the eye. They beat him up pretty bad. They messed him up, and his ego was hurt, and he was physically hurt. And that just even made him even more upset of the fact of him being there. So he wouldn't tell his mom. He just wouldn't tell his mom. I think he felt like his mama was a drama queen, and she would have went all in on the boys and all of that. So he hid it from his mom, and then, it's a pride thing. Your boy, he was like, I don't want people to know I just got beat up. Okay. So after that, he met a maintenance man. The building that they were living in, the maintenance man, his mom needed them to come to the apartment and everything, to help turn the water on or something, because the water was different. They had a different system. So met the maintenance man, and the little boy, the young man, wanted to learn Kung Fu anyway. He wanted to learn how to fight. And so he was trying to, train himself how to fight, but it wasn't working. He didn't know what he was doing. So the maintenance man agreed to teach him Kung Fu. And the boy, the young man, basically, all he was focused on is learning how to fight so he can defend himself, basically. But the maintenance man, he knew it was more than just learning how to defend yourself. It was more to it. It was so much more than that. So he started training the boy, but he didn't start training him with learning how to fight. He trained him with teaching him how to be and how to become more disciplined. That's how he trained him. By teaching him to be more disciplined. So he would give this young man little chores to do. He had him cleaning up, his cars, and waxing on and waxing off and doing all of these things. So, and he would come to his house. The young man would come to his house every day looking to be trained and not clean his house, not painting fences and doing all of those things. He like, wait, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to be cleaning, doing all this extra stuff. I want to learn Kung Fu. So one day the little boy, I keep calling him a little boy. He wasn't a little boy. He was a young man, And one day he came over to the maintenance man's house, and he was like, I'm tired of cleaning up your house. I'm tired of painting your cars and washing this and doing that. He was like, you not teaching me nothing. You don't know Kung Fu. So he went off on the maintenance man. The maintenance man just stood there. And he was like, so the young man was going to leave. He said, wait, come back here now. And so the young man came back. And so the skills that he had been teaching him were incorporated with the cleaning that he would do, the painting that he would do. It's like everything that this maintenance man taught him was so intentional. It was so intentional. It was just brilliant to me. It was just brilliant. So he said, come stand here. And so he said, pick up your shirt, because of the boy, the young man, his mom would always be fussing with him about picking up his shirt, picking up his clothes, because he would just drop it down on the ground. And the maintenance man saw that. So he said, okay, let's work this out. So he would have him to drop his shirt down to the ground and pick it up and hang it up. That was one of his skills that he was learning. And he did not know that that was going to be one of the skills or one of the kung fu moves that he was going to have, just from dropping his shirt on the ground, picking it up and hanging it up. So he told the young man, he said, drop your shirt, drop your jacket. So the boy dropped his jacket. He said, now pick it up. The boy picked it up and hung it up. And so then, after he did that, and then he told him to do some, other stuff, like wax on and wax off. Wax on, paint the fence and stuff like that. And they were all moves. They were all kung fu moves, where he was learning a skill as he was becoming disciplined. And so I said all of that to say this. Changes can create challenges. It creates challenges, because when you're used to a certain surrounding, that's what you're used to. You're used to doing things your way. You're used to, living life the way you enjoy living life, right? But when changes occur, those things are wiped away, because now you got to learn and do something new. You have to adapt to a different pace in life, and that brings about challenges. But I want to encourage you in everything that I said today, y'all. I hope I wasn't rambling, but I was trying to get my thoughts together with this, because there are seasons and times that I've had changes and I had to adapt. And it has not been easy for me to adapt. But I have learned that in my challenges, God is teaching me how to handle my challenges. He is skillfully and intentionally teaching me and showing me. There has been some cases where I'm like, God, I feel like you done left me out. You done left me out here to drown. You done left me out here to fend for myself. And he hasn't. He has not. He has not. Because he said he'll be with us always, even to the end. So he has not forgotten about you and forgotten about me. But in those challenging moments, we got to get the lesson in it. We have to learn how to adapt. Learn the lessons, because I feel that the challenges that I've had have strengthened me, have made me stronger, have made me wiser. All of those things, even though it's difficult. But I have learned, and I'm still learning. So I'm just sharing this for you all to learn as well. Don't look at it as, oh, this is hard. And it might be hard. I ain't gonna say look at this, because it might be hard. The scripture tells us to endure hardship as a good soldier. As a good soldier. To deal with the hardship. To deal with the changes. But we need God to help us. We cannot do it on our own. He'll send help. We definitely know that we have the Holy Spirit, which is our comforter. And he helps us, he leads us, he guides us, he teaches us all things. So we are never alone. But we got to call on our help that can help us become skillful and help us to become more wise and be able to adapt to whatever situation, circumstances that we may encounter in life. So that was my whole thought pattern today, is to allow God to help us deal with our challenges, deal with the changes in life. I've just had a major change in life. And before I made the decision, it was hard to even make the decision I know I needed to make. And the changes, I thank God, I had to totally trust Him to help me. And He is doing that. And He's done, God has just done above and beyond. And He will go above and beyond to assist and help us in our weaknesses. His strength is perfect. So just want to encourage you. Changes bring challenges, but you're not alone in it. God always sends help, and He always sends a way of escape in the challenges. So you're going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to be all right, because you got the main and the perfect person with you, and that's Jesus. Okay, so I love y'all, and I hope y'all got something out of my walking and talking today. See you next time. Bye for now.